the Giants and the Seahawks. Next on Madden NFL 25. With Big Wheel in the distance, there are a few cities here on the coast to win in this one. We have a capture perfect day for football. Moving through the leagues here.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Jones looking to throw right away. Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second down in the yard. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Throwing Jones. Being chased.
This really works. Whoa. The first month is free. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if Mom Talk is going to survive this. Hey, everybody. What's up? Welcome back to my kitchen today. Is that I think I'm genuinely the half and half. I'm just gonna pour it in again like it's coffee. Oh my god, okay, but y'all see the milk spread? That would have done numbers on Tumblr. Why does this look like I'm drinking chocolate pudding? Oh my god, I just saw a whole look into my future. Alright, here's Life's a Peach.
The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the
okay, I fear that I may have prejudged the Mormons. If you ignore how this was made, this is really good. This is better than a root beer float. This is honestly maybe better than a milkshake. I don't even know why she would say that. It was never supposed to be like this. What in the morning is going on? There is no way that half and half peach puree, vanilla, and Dr. Pepper should taste this good. I mean, should it? This is what we need to be teaching in chemistry class in high school, not whatever I ignored in high school. Okay, the ingredients and how...
Sticking with Walker on second down.
I'm taking 1 spoonful of peach puree, and I'm... to throw up this. Yeah, I'm gonna spare you all the description of what I have for this. Also, Hillary Duff's in the house because I'm coming clean. I use like the jarred peaches, not actual peaches, because it is October and those don't exist anymore. I thought the fluid they were sitting in that jar was just peach juice. No, it's just sugar water. They're just sitting in sugar water. So I don't know if this is even the accurate flavor profile for peaches, but something tells me it won't matter. Okay, and then last but not least, the half and half. I'm just gonna pour it in again like it's coffee. Stirring around at the bottom. I love chemistry class. Now tell me why that made it fizz. Well, probably just the carbonation. Yeah, I got it. Okay, this is where we are departing from anything good or holy. I'm taking 1 spoonful of peach puree, and I'm to throw up this. Yeah, I'm gonna spare you all the description of what I have for this. Also, Hillary Duff's in the house because I'm coming clean. I use like the jarred peaches, not actual peaches, because it is October and those don't exist anymore. I thought the fluid they were sitting in that jar was just peach juice. No, it's just sugar water. They're just sitting in sugar water. So I don't know if this is even the accurate flavor profile for peaches, but something tells me it won't matter. Okay, and then last but not least, the half and half. I'm just gonna pour it in again like it's coffee. Oh my god, okay, but y'all see the milk spread? That would have done numbers on Tumblr. Why does this look like I'm drinking chocolate pudding? Oh my god, I just saw a whole look into my future. Alright, here's Life's a Peach.
Throw out line to Walker.
Okay, I fear that I may have prejudged the Mormons. If you ignore how this was made, this is really good. This is better than a root beer float. This is honestly maybe better than a milkshake.
I don't even know why she would say that.
It was never supposed to be like this. What in the morning is going on? There is no way that half and half peach puree, vanilla, and Dr. Pepper should taste this good. I mean, should it? This is what we need to be teaching in chemistry class in high school, not whatever I ignored in high school. Okay, the ingredients and how it's made aside, this is a final product. I think it's like a 10 out of 10. Alright, what I'm feeling in my stomach is also a 10 out of 10, but on the Richter scale. I already am concerned for what my family's gonna have to do with my remains. Wait, why the f is this good? As I put the cap on half and half, why is this good? Not me going so far in the other direction that I'm just back around to being angry with how delightfully surprised I am. I actually will say what I feel in my stomach. Oh boy, this is like when the animals in nature start sensing the tsunami. In my case, however, I think it's a mudslide. The next soda we are trying is called the Founder. I don't know if this is the founder of Mormonism or the founder of Swig, but either way, I kind of have my guard up about you. This one has a base of Diet Coke, then sugar-free coconut syrup. Shout out to Cafe Comma in Delaware who let me purchase some squirts of this. All just so I could get the squirts myself. That's community. Then coconut cream, which I absolutely hate. And then just a squeeze of a lime because I think we'll have a margarita. I mean, what the? Chris, that's all the judgment because look how stupid you looked last time. Gays, girls, and days, don't kill me. I am not a Diet Coke fan. Don't get shocked. I know that goes against like the 10 commandments of being a fan, but I'm more into the doctor, you know? No, I don't know what I meant by that. Ugh, God, even the smell is just, oh, gross, guys. Do we actually enjoy this, or are you just addicted? Oh, I love this. Diet Coke heard me talking It's like, alright, I'll make you drink me. And this is how everybody is addicted. Now, I'm just gonna cut a lime wedge, just to get this out of the way, I guess. I'm gonna open the coconut cream.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the
Every time this can opener does that, I just picture Flo Rida's song Right Round playing until it's done, honestly. We have the coconut cream. I'm just gonna kind of... Oh my god. Isn't there like liquid in here? Not this squirting everywhere and then bubbling. Oh, I have immediately bad vibes only. I'm gonna clean this up and then we'll get right back to business. I would love to do one of these kinds of videos and not have it just go absolutely sideways. And I have really unique dogs that won't really lick up the stuff that they don't really want. So, I guess I'll do it. Oh, it's happening already. Okay, I'm just... Vomit. This is so gnarly. Yeah, honestly, that kind of tasted good. I'm gonna pour in some of the coconut syrup. I don't know why we need it if we're putting... Oh my god, that smells like the worst kind of coconut syrup. Wow. No, what it smells like is Malibu, the liquor I cannot drink anymore because of strictly freshman year of college. I'm gonna take a spoon of coconut cream. You know what? I'm gonna be crazy and do a second one. Guys, what is that? Alright, I'd like to go back and change one of my previous statements in this video. This is a look into my future. I just looked at the bottom. I'm horrified. All that's left is to squeeze a little lime in here. I mean, I feel like I'm making the equivalent of a pipe bomb. I'm a carcass out kind of boy, so I'm not putting it in. And then we just stir it all together, and there are just chunks of coconut cream. Oh my god, and then when you hit them against the side, they just smear like bird. This is like mud. Like, I'm drinking straight up mud water, y'all. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of as much of the coconut cream chunks as I can, but this is the Founder, which incorporates 3 of, honestly, my least favorite things. Lime, coconut, and Diet Coke. Okay, I know the lime community is kind of gonna come at me. I just don't like them because they just remind me of drinking. Anyways, this is the Founder. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it called the Founder because they found her dead? That is Chernobyl. This is Chernobyl in a cup. Mormons, please, drink coffee. I beg of you. What is this? It's so bad. Okay, I would take another sip to understand the flavor profile more, but I don't want to. This was no joke, maybe a 1 out of 10. This was diabolical. Okay, so in a fit of rage as I was cleaning up, I poured the coconut cream down the drain. Later, bitch. Did not remember that I needed it for 2 other drinks, so we will be subbing in who's happening. It is on me, Brigham Young University. Me wiping my counter with my ring on? That sounds rich. It really did. The next drink we are making is called the Beach Babe. Utah, what the fuck do you know about the beach, babe? You are landlocked. And also your chastity belt is also probably locked. This soda includes Mountain Dew. Already an insane start. Then I had to get raspberry flavoring. Once again, shout out to Cafe Karma. We've got our old friend Peach Puree, and then we have vanilla cream. That was the sound of my death. It's an honor to be here. Wow, I don't remember Mountain Dew being this electric looking. If you took this Mountain Dew bottle out of my hand and I was going, I would look like an evil villain. What are we drinking? I mean, okay, that is amazing. The first thing we're going to put into our brat juice is the raspberry syrup. Did y'all see that on camera? I swear to God, that looked like a lava lamp. Why is the syrup making the CO2 pop off? Why is the CO2 popping off? Why do we feel like I'm getting drunk from this? Oh, because I am having what I refer to as a pre-diabetic shock. That is correct. I'm putting 1 spoon of peach puree in. I'm gonna put 2 because I'm feeling good Mormon. And then to round out this cup of my piss the morning after going out, we're just gonna throw some vanilla cream in here. Is that what everyone's doing? Putting vanilla cream in their Mountain Dew? Oh, wow. I think the milk just immediately curdled. I think the milk just immediately curdled. Oh, is this gonna be like a little creamsicle vibe? Why do I have like the same skin tone as this drink? This, I'm not gonna lie, is a really beautiful shade of yellow. This is like a buttered yellow, and it's really pretty. I don't mean in the sense of like I want my drink to be this color. I mean pretty more so in like I would love a room painted this color. Chocolate beverage that I'm about to drink be this color is a totally different conversation. Alright, here we have the Beach Babe, and if I like this, I am giving all of you permission to enact the Second Amendment on me. This one I'm genuinely afraid for.
And it is the Seahawks with the football here.
What in the Brigham Young University is going on? What does this taste like? Why do I like this? What does that taste like? Okay, honestly, it's not my favorite thing, and like, would I go out of my way to get this? No, I wouldn't go out of my way to get any of these, because I already feel like the dam is having to hold back water for catching my gist. I am so clenched. It is like an actual workout. This tastes like a birthday cake peeper.
Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks
As a young boy, one of our neighbors had a herd of dairy cows.
Defensively, that's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area and it winds up incomplete.
Straight ahead, Walker. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
As a young boy, one of our neighbors had a herd of dairy cows. One of his cows died, leaving a newborn calf, which he gave to me. I took care of the calf, fed it, and raised it. The day my dad took it to the stockyards to be sold was a day of mixed emotions for me. I had grown attached to my calf, and yet I was looking forward to receiving the rewards of my labor. My only request was that the money I received from selling the calf be in silver dollars. I remember Dad coming home that night and dropping 20 silver dollars into my hands. Money was hard to come by, and I thought I had all the money in the world. I counted, admired, and polished each coin carefully. When Sunday came, I reluctantly put 2 shiny coins into my pocket to pay my tithe. As hard as it was to surrender my precious silver dollars to the bishop, I still remember now how good I felt being obedient to the Lord. On the way home from church, my mother told me how proud she was of me. Then she said, Your grandfather always told us children that if we would faithfully pay an honest tithing, the Lord would bless us, and it would be the best investment that we could ever make.
So what is a tithing? The Lord has given us this definition. And this shall be the beginning of the tithing of my people. And after that, those who have thus been tithed shall pay 1/10 of all their interest annually. And this shall be a standing law unto them forever. Please note that the tithe is not just any free will offering, nor is it a 20th or some other fraction of our annual interest or income. President Howard W. Hunter stated it this way, quote, "The law is simply stated as 1/10 of all their interest. Interest means profit, compensation, increase. It is the wage of one employee, the profit from the operation of a business, the increase of one who grows or produces, or the income to a person from any other source. The Lord said it is a standing law forever, as has been in the past." End quote.
Let us show our faith in the Lord by paying our tithing. Pay it first. Pay it honestly. Teach our children to pay tithing even on their allowance or other income. And then take them with us to tithing settlements so they know of our example and our love for the Lord.
How is tithing used? Faithful members of the church pay their tithing to a member of their branch presidency or ward bishopric. Under the direction of the Lord's prophet, these funds are then gathered and used to fund the growth and development of the church throughout the world. Examples of the use of tithing funds are the construction of temples, the financing of the worldwide missionary effort, the building and maintenance of meeting houses, and other worthy purposes. Why does the Lord require His people to pay tithe? The Lord is our Father, and as our Father, He loves us. He wants to bless us because He loves us, both spiritually and temporally. Listen to some of the statements as written in the Scriptures. "Hearken and hear, O ye my people, saith the Lord and your God, ye whom I delight to bless with the greatest of blessings." And another, "For thus saith the Lord, I the Lord am merciful and gracious unto those who fear me, and delight to honor those who serve me in righteousness."
As the Hopeless said, while tithing is paid with money, more importantly, it is paid by faith. Another time he said, this is not so much a matter of money. It is a matter of faith. I urge you, every one of you, to take the Lord at His word in this important matter. Most times. It is a matter of commitment. The earth belongs to the Lord, and this includes our own lives. He allows us to use everything on this earth. He only asks us to return 1/10. And it is a token of gratitude, obedience, thanksgiving, and a token of our willingness and obedient dedication. Tithing, paying tithing willingly develops an honest and pure heart. Paying tithing increases our love for the Lord. The Lord said, "It is a day of sacrifice and a day for the tithing of my people."
The Lord promises blessings to those who pay their tithing. He promises to open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing that there shall not be room enough to receive it. I testify that He fulfills His promises. And if we faithfully pay our tithing, we will not lack for the necessities of life. But He does not promise wealth. Money and bank accounts are not His richest blessings. He blesses us with wisdom to manage our limited material resources. Wisdom that enables us to live better with 90% of our income than with 100%. These faithful tithe payers understand provident living and tend to be more self-reliant.
President Heber J. Grant stated, "I want to say to you, if you will be honest with the Lord paying your tithing and keeping His commandment, He will not only bless you with light and inspiration of His Holy Spirit, but you will be blessed in dollars and cents. You will be enabled to pay your debts, and the Lord will pour out temporal blessings upon you in great abundance. In 1936, at the height of the Great Depression in the United States, when people were struggling to make ends meet, Elder John A. Whitsoe admonished the saints to pay their tithing because of the spiritual blessings they would receive. He said, "Obedience to the law of tithing brings a deep inward joy that can be won in no other way. The principles of truth become clearer. Prayer becomes easier. The spiritual sense is sharpened, and man becomes more like his Father in heaven."
The natural man has a tendency to think only of himself, not only to place himself first, but rarely, if ever, place anyone else second, including God. For the natural man, sacrifice does not come naturally. He has an insatiable appetite for more. His so-called needs seem to always outpace his income, so that having enough is forever out of reach, just as it was for the miser Scrooge. Because the natural man tends to hoard or consume everything, the Lord wisely commanded ancient Israel to sacrifice not the last and poorest of the flock, but the firstfruits, not the leftovers of the field, but the first fruits. Genuine sacrifice has been a hallmark of the faithful from the beginning. Among those who do not sacrifice, there are two extremes. One is the rich, gluttonous man who won't, and the other is the poor, destitute man who believes he can't. But how can you ask someone who is starving to eat less? Is there a level of poverty so low that sacrifice should not be expected, or a family so destitute that paying tithing should cease to be required?
There are many reasons that are used to not pay tithing, such as medical emergencies, debts, car and or home repairs, educational expenses, and insurance. These reasons and others like them are very real and are lived and dealt with every day by many, if not most of us. They tax our limited financial resources, and if we are not wise stewards of these resources, may result in the inability to meet our tithing obligation to the Lord. A lack of compliance with this eternal law is not to be taken lightly, and can not only seriously impair our spiritual growth and development, but can also limit the physical and temporal blessings that we could otherwise enjoy. As President Spencer W. Kimball once said, quote, "The Lord herein makes clear that tithing is His law and is required of all His followers. It is our honor and privilege, our safety and promise, our great blessing to live this law of God. To fail to meet this obligation in full is to deny ourselves the promises and is to omit a weighty matter. It is a transgression, not an inconsequential oversight."
One reason the Lord illustrates doctrines with the most extreme circumstances is to eliminate excuses. If the Lord expects even the poorest widow to pay her mite, where does that leave all others who find that it is not convenient or easy to sacrifice? No bishop, no missionary should ever hesitate or lack the faith to teach the law of tithing to the poor. The sentiment of "they can't afford to" needs to be replaced with "they can't afford not to." One of the first things a bishop must do to help the needy is ask them to pay their tithing. Like the widow, if a destitute family is faced with the decision of paying their tithing or eating, they should pay their tithing. The bishop can help them with their food. In October of 1998, Hurricane Mitch devastated many parts of Central America. President Gordon B. Hinckley was very concerned for the victims of this disaster. Many of them lost everything: food, clothing, and household goods. He visited the saints in the cities of San Pedro Sula and Tegucigalpa, Honduras, and Managua, Nicaragua. And like the loving prophet Elijah to a starving widow, this modern prophet's message in each city was similar: to sacrifice and be obedient to the law of tithing. But how can you ask someone so destitute to sacrifice? President Hinckley knew that the food and clothing shipments they received would help them survive the crisis. But his concern and love for them went far beyond that. As important as humanitarian aid is, he knew that the most important assistance comes from God, not from man. The prophet wanted to help them unlock the windows of heaven, as promised by the Lord in the book of Malachi. President Hinckley taught them if they would pay their tithing, they would always have food on their tables, they would always have clothing on their backs, and they would always have a roof over their head.
I have come to understand that the Lord's richest blessings are spiritual, and they often have to do with family, friends, and the gospel. He often seems to give the blessing of a special sensitivity to the influence and guidance of the Holy Ghost, especially in marriage and family matters, like raising children. Such spiritual sensitivity can help us enjoy the blessings of harmony and peace in the home. President James E. Faust suggested that the payment of tithing is an excellent insurance against divorce. The payment of tithing helps us develop a submissive and humble heart, a grateful heart that tends to confess His hand in all things. Tithing fosters in us a generous, forgiving heart, a charitable heart, full of the pure love of Christ. We become eager to serve and bless others with an obedient heart submissive to the Lord's will. Regular tithe payers find their faith in the Lord Jesus Christ strengthened and develop a firm, abiding testimony of His gospel in His church. None of these blessings are monetary or material in any way, but surely they are the Lord's richest blessings.
The honest payment of tithing is much more than a duty. It is an important step in the process of personal sanctification. To those of you
during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he's on to punt for New York. Now it's Lockett. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle
46, a return of 5.
And it tries to surge as they take this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a
hurry.
like the way you put it. And it tries to take this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for
Israel. If you didn't see Israel up to be bombed and attacked, maybe you need to go.
Back to Walker on first
but a lot of people are like, hey, Jamal, they trying to keep their job. They just trying to keep their job. Okay.
That's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And going right back to Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Right now,
time to get him established, but in my
they were looking at their phones,
they've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off the
looking at the app. And it was at that moment, that app, Joe Biden got to put on people's phones so they could get asylum Well, something happened to that app.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
TikTok went down,
And he's going to be
and the Amnesty app went down.
It'll go as a gain of 4.
And it was in one moment they caught people there.
Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards of boost so far as this one's away.
You don't think like 8 points when you see every day, numerous times. I think you'll see the left.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Show the media. They're going to show the first crying female, first crying child, and say how inhumane are. But they won't talk about 340,000 children that they failed to take care of. They're not going to talk about the young women who have been murdered in this country against criminal cartel. They're not going to talk about the hundreds of Asian moms and dads who buried their children. We're not talking about family separation. They care.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Children were killed by a member of criminal cartel or someone else was here. They'll tell one side of the story, they'll tell you the other side. They're not going to stop us doing my job. I don't care what you say about me. If they saw what I saw in 34 years, saw the tragedies I dealt with in 34 years, they will certainly understand. They may not still like me, but there's a reason why we do it.
Now Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down.
A women's rape with the Nigerian started dead children. The women children being sex trafficked. On this administration, sex trafficking is up 600% in women children. There are a record number of people on Terrence Watson being arrested. Historic record. 3,500%. A record number of Americans dying fast. We got a record number of the criminal cartels and smuggling aliens, trafficking and women and children, and moving dope. So, hate all you want. Push the misinformation all you want. We're not going to slow down. We're not going to go away until you get this done.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside
Laughing at that one.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Called gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's back.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds.
And enjoy.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone.
Trying to get in America.
Take a big shot, but he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead is up to 18 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
As an American, I must understand.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Wants to come here
Walker to start the drive.
And they use illegal means.
This is the National Football League on EA
And
Sports.
right before you press the button that would have gave you your illegal immigration stuff to allow you in.
It's the Seahawks with possession of football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Sorry, there's a new president. And this new president says, adios, amigo.
34 out of bounds there. The Seahawks on 3rd
Hit the
down.
road, Jack. Don't come back no more.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd
Hit the road, Jack. Don't come back no more. Watch. Hit the road, guy.
By plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So, yes, we must take
Gino now to throw.
their
Over the middle,
feeling
finding Smith and Jigba.
into account.
Just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
But this is what's going on. And there are a migration coming here. And did you know they knocked over the Mexican army? There is a group that's coming here that knocked over the Mexican army.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this
You take the gun and you shoot him. You shoot him so that he looks.
Do you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call? But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now?
Now, I just can't wait till they get to the U.S. border.
They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
The U.S. border gonna look a little different. We got somebody here that's a little different. So when they get to the border,
definitely you want to bleed things out at this point.
What you want?
Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus.
You got no room, Silver.
These timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones.
Now, I just can't wait till they get to the U.S. border.
And he will have a Giants 1st down.
The U.S. border gonna look a little different. We got somebody here that's a little different. So when they get to the border,
he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle.
What you want?
You just go ahead and play.
And he'll slide to a halt here.
You got no room, Silver.
2nd and 6.
We got no room.
The option to Singletary.
We feel to go.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first
It's time to push them back.
They'll look to throw
Push back the invaders, because that looks like an invasion coming to America. Whenever you knock down guards and break down barriers to try to get into a country, it's time that you meet the full force of the United States military.
The win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano now to
How do they go?
Point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Boy, it's
Go now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And you know what? I like how Scott Jennings, I'm going to tell y'all something. Scott Jennings is really standing up for President Trump. A lot of people is like, President Trump should give him a job. No, President Trump should not. He need to stay right there on CNN. Scott Jennings needs to stay right there on CNN because he's doing a wonderful job pushing back CNN.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Look at this guy's day. 3 speeches, 196 executive actions, holds a 90-minute press conference narrating each one as he goes along. I mean, Joe Biden could not and would not offer the kind of transparency or vigor to the American people that we got here on day one from Trump. And tonight, Trump's going to throw on a tux and go to 3 balls. I mean, he's having an active day. I think it's going to be a massive amount of contrast here for a presidency like what we're going to see out of Trump and, first of all, we've had out of Biden. Watching Trump today, and Dan and I were talking earlier today, watching him walk down the hall of the Capitol, and the words that came to mind to me were gritty, resilient, determined, and audacious. There's not like a more perfect advertisement for the value of these qualities in modern America. I mean, you think about all the things that happened to him. Winning, losing, the court cases, nearly being assassinated. It's rather audacious what he has accomplished, winning this election and taking office today. And
you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't have absolutely no problem with what's going on. It is time to go over to Rumble. It's time to go over to Rumble.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Here's 3rd and 7. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And
come in.
Down short, maybe
if that right there
go down as a gain of 6,
does not tell you what we have been through over the last 4 years, what do?
They'll try and run the option.
As someone who is glad,
stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal.
As someone who is glad Donald Trump is back in the White House, I'm bringing out all my stuff.
He's been very involved in the running game
defensively. All my stuff. And oh yeah, I got this yesterday while in D.C.
Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Trump 45.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt like almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters hit the same, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter. And just shut everything down from that point on.
J6. Good.
So for the Giants,
I was at January the 6th. I saw them open up doors and invite people in. And some of the people that was in the area I was in got charged with misdemeanors. Did y'all realize the only reason I won't charge because of the color of my skin? Let me tell you this one more time. The only reason why I was not charged was because of the color of my skin. They had to perpetrate a lie that white people were doing this. They had to do a video, they had to do something saying white people did this. White people were responsible for this. They didn't want to do Hispanics, Asian, Latinos. So when I saw that they were free, it's over, they're coming out, this is equal, and this is fair. We witnessed in 2020 people burning, looting, assaulting police officers. But it was nothing there. It was all over crackhead, fentanyl addict George Floyd. Yes, they were Lisa, yes. To Lisa Vance Valdez, yes. They were dabbling in DEI rioting. That's why all those black folk who was up there while I was there, all those black folk who was up there, you didn't hear about it. You didn't hear about us. But yesterday, the inaugural speech was all we needed to see and hear. He told Joe Biden in his face, he ruined America. He literally told Joe Biden that yesterday to his face. He ruined America. There was nothing Joe Biden could do. Now, everybody who said, well, Donald Trump gonna pardon his family. You know what? Joe Biden is the one that ended up pardoning his family. Joe Biden was the one that ended up pardoning people, not Trump. Donald Trump pardoned people that he didn't have to. Donald Trump won the election. And see, I want to talk about a bunch of things. My show is going back a lot of ways I used to do things. Yes, I'm going to play videos, but I'm going to do it the way I used to do things. Talking to you.